Are you ready? Hey, think you can tell us what to do? You think you can tell us what to wear? You think that you're better? Well, you better get ready. Bow to the masters. Bring the world down!
There we are. Everybody's in. Fantastic. Welcome into Let Me Tell You Something, brother. Hey, do not adjust your clocks. This is like 8 p.m. in Saudi Arabia. Never mind. We'll get to that.
Man, jumping slides. That's my job.
Jumping slides.
Like that.
Listen, this is the most entertaining hour ever at 216 Career Studios, live from Tom's Production Studios. Tom's Productions, you think it, he'll ink it on all your printing and decorated apparel needs out there. He's got you.
You changed your whole tagline.
That's it.
Why am I hearing Star Wars?
I don't know, because I love Star Wars.
Okay.
Like, where?
Because I love Star Wars.
Like, where is that coming
It
from?
is.
From your phone.
I did too, but it was not.
Okay.
Big show here, a lot going on. Welcome in, fellas. A lot of stuff going on in this.
A month since we all been together.
Yeah, it's been a crazy few weeks. Yeah,
And then we're actually matching.
yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Take team partners.
Ken can go put on a shirt over there. We could be three amigos.
That's
Ooh,
it.
all right.
The trios.
I'll go topless.
We'll get more views now.
Yeah, definitely would.
So I mean, it's been an interesting month. First condolences to you and your family. With,
Appreciate it.
Everything that's going on. Just sucks. We get it. The only thing I could say to you, like from that experience, what you need to hear is your dad's proud of you.
Yeah.
So I mean, that for me was weird. Like when my dad was in the hospital or whatever, had some of his friends come in that I didn't even know, like didn't know him at all, didn't know how they got the info that he was there.
Yeah.
That they just came in like your dad was very proud. And it's like how much I needed to hear that. I think any son that is their father, they need to hear that. So yeah, just to let you know, he is very proud of you.
Appreciate that.
So all right.
Yeah, we definitely had a unique relationship, him and I. And, I was fortunate enough to work with him and travel with the man. So I have a lot of stories that I can look back on and like good memories. So, but yeah, it's hard to lose a parent. And honestly, to segue, what kind of helps me get through normally is, this podcast. I feel like the product has not been there.
No.
So
That's true.
And that's where I was almost tempted. Yeah, like I told you guys, start with the slide. I'm like, that doesn't work for me, brother. Just the way the whole product as a whole has been lately.
If I had a flushing sound, I'd.
well, I mean, it's not even just the WWE product. It's every
Wrestling as a whole.
Yeah, but even combat sports as a whole right now has really been bothering me. Like, there's no good outlet.
And it's all money grab.
Yes.
And they're letting politics come in, and it's just like this is supposed to be our escape, our entertainment, away from all the crap in the world, just to be not thinking.
Yeah.
Feel good. But if you want to feel good and dress warm, you go to stores.inksoft.com/216 Creator Studios to get some comfort wear.
For sure.
How's that
So-
segue?
That was good. I mean, I'm waiting for the 216 and that, the onesie, with the footy and the flap in the back. When we get that time, I'm golden. Nice for the nice holiday season coming out.
Holiday season.
So you can just poop without pulling your pants down.
Oh yeah.
That's nice.
Come on, Kent.
That's right.
All right, there's it right there. Yeah, you get all your swag there from our show, other shows, and 216 Creators.
Or you could put your company name on it.
Well,
Not on this link necessarily, but yeah.
or you go to me and I can.
That's right.
brand you. Printer 316. I just branded your assets.
There you go.
That's
Bang.
all right. Let's get into this
That
whole.
was a DDP impression over there.
What?
That was a Diamond Dallas Page impression
Oh.
over there.
Bang.
Don't do a diamond cutter. He'll sue you.
Yeah.
That's right.
Trademark that.
I think I can outrun him.
I
don't know.
Maybe right now.
Maybe right now.
Yeah, maybe.
With everything going on with him. All right, that doesn't work for me, brother. Let's just start out with WrestleMania 43, the big news that came out
The
Friday.
game-changing news.
The game-changing news that got leaked out prior. None of them looked happy. None of the wrestlers there looked happy. It looked like it
How
was.
can you?
Well, the only wrestler that looked happy was like Liv, which I don't even know why you had her there. You know, unless
She's been out rehabbing with the injury, surgery.
yeah, okay.
Wow, already like throwing you under the bus there with the comment.
And I just hey, I need a new hoodie. You know, I'm 3 years old. Cool. Had to throw me under the bus. There we go. Can I bring her up?
Oh, you.
There we go.
There we go.
Well, if you go to a football game, there's plenty of hoodies there, as well as stores.inksoft.com/Jonesburg football.
I'll
Look.
tell you right now, man, I'm hustling. your
Look,
product.
hey, did she thank you for doing the laundry? No, she's just mad, right? See, look, a husband steps up, does something nice, and all of a
Oh,
sudden,
we just lost our viewer there.
all of a sudden gets rolled under the bus.
Damned
for
if you
doing
do,
something.
damned if you don't.
Right, that's right.
No,
Well, women can't live with them.
hey,
Pass
you
the
can
beer nuts.
Love her anyway.
That's right.
I mean, this news, I feel like was like you said, it was leaked way before there was speculations, way before that they were going to do that.
There's even rumors they may go to UK, and
Yeah.
it seemed like they dangled the carrot as leverage to the UK for WrestleMania to be over there first, North America, out of North America, WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, hey, guess what? There's Saudi's going to give us $250 million just
Did the
for
number come
WrestleMania.
out? Is it 250?
It's 350 total with
Okay.
that and Royal Rumble.
So that's like moving the Super Bowl or Daytona 500 over to Saudi Arabia.
Well, see, the only thing that makes me wonder about this is like with all the major sports, you know, NFL, NHL, and all that. Like, my question is, they've all hinted at international play, like international teams. I mean, NFL goes to London, I think, twice a year.
Something more and more each
Yeah.
year.
Like, is this the thank you, Ken. Is this kind of the major team like, hey, let's try this? Like, because if again, are fans going to travel? Probably not.
No.
You know, I mean, there's a lot of backlash that came out right away, you know, about you guys selling out, but a lot of fans that have been to multiple WrestleManias and they have streaks are going to stop going because it's going over there.
Right.
So it's like, are you going to be able to fill a venue with that? Or are you also hoping that like the European countries come over and the Asian countries come over? Because again, you're not going to be able to fill it just inside. The last couple pay-per-views there did not properly sell out.
Right.
And right now, it's the whole like precursor of all right now highest bidders gain WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Saudi's going to get it every year then.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not going to be able to go to other places or even cities in North America anymore where like they're not going to bid for it. They don't care. And yes, it's a nice financial boost sometimes for the economy, depending who or what's on the show. You okay over there, Kent?
Yeah, just got some dust blowing off my nose or something.
I mean, but then also then questions is there was also the rumors that were out there of they were going to do 2 WrestleMania shows,
Right.
you know, a summer WrestleMania and a, you know, kind of halfway else. So is that where you're going to try this in Saudi? You're going to see that it's going to fail or not get the draw you want from the United States fans. And then you're going to come back to bring now a WrestleMania part 2, as I'll say, here stateside. But then also, does it show as just a crappy PLE, or is it actually going to have the luster of, you know, the show?
Well, I mean, you got to think who's going to go. Because in Saudi, there's been some wrestlers who wouldn't go, right?
Right.
So
But now money talks, and the ones
That's-
that said they
that's
would
true.
never go are going.
that's true.
Well, I mean, but also the report is if they're already paying that much money, the contract has to have some, I would believe, some stipulation from the Saudis of who's going to be the event.
Well, and that's where right now they're saying they want The Rock main eventing.
Yeah.
Whether it's against Roman or Cody, they don't care. It has to be one of those two. And we'll get into it later with The Rock, where
Well,
he's going to need he's probably the only wrestler that could really say no to the money.
Yeah.
But other than that, like I see a lot of other wrestlers right now, like where you got free agency coming up, where Jericho's contract's up by the end of the year. I think Edge is up too coming up, whether it's next week or another month or two with his injury time. But with all that, it's before these wrestlers would say, no, I'm not going back to WWE. I'm going to retire now. But now all of a sudden Saudi gets this WrestleMania. They want all the older guys. They don't want the newer talent.
See,
money is going to talk, and they may come because this is most money they'll ever make.
Yeah. I mean, I would have been fine if they would have done another event in Saudi and called it like a super card and just say exactly what it is. This is the fantasy booking. This is everyone's wish because Saudi's paying for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but now you're making it the WrestleMania, which has its, you know, legendary, you know, a record here per se of event, and you're going to bring it there, which I think tarnishes the legacy.
Right. And that's where like the whole storyline of John Cena was going to ruin pro wrestling this year. It's not him ruining pro wrestling. It's Triple H and everyone else that's part of TKO. That is just.
See, I don't know if I'm on the boat now again. I don't think it's Triple H. I really don't. I think this is all TKO.
Well, it's TKO, but he's the one that goes, okay, we gotta make more money.
No, I don't think so.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't, and I'll tell you why. Because we're gonna get to it. I'm not gonna skip the slide, so we're gonna keep going. Let's
keep
go.
going. All right. Yeah. So I mean, with all this is where I truly do miss Vince.
Mm-hmm.
Vince, Mark Shapiro, the president of TKO, came on and said that Vince wasn't really charging prices for according to the product demand. Vince cared about families being able to go to these events and having that memory, going home feeling usually pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where, I mean, for me growing up, it was great going with my dad to these events. Want to take kids to events, couldn't do that for other reasons, but the pricing was like, this was a family product.
Yeah.
This was for middle class families.
And it'd sell out.
And you sell out.
I mean, sell out.
And true sellouts,
Right.
Not like, hey, we got to block out a bunch of area.
A third of the place. The Savannah Bananas. They're that baseball team, like the Harlem Globetrotters or whatever. Savannah Bananas.
Oh, okay. I think I've heard of them before.
They the owner has been approached to sell out. He goes, no, because if I sell out, the tickets will be more than, they'll be at $200 instead of $50.
Yeah.
And that's what he said. And look, I think the first time I've seen, Rate Stadium on South Side full was when they were there. So it's a good business.
Since the World Series run.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, the best part is, and they did that 2 nights.
Yeah.
And the other thing is that to get onto that, even to order the tickets, was not a raffle, but there was a sign-up sheet.
Mm-hmm.
And that site crashed multiple times because I was trying to go. I know one of our friends, Smith went. My sister and her husband went, and they took the kids, and they said they had a great time.
Yeah.
Everyone that I've spoken to said they had a great time. But again, to your point, the cost is down in the economy. You're able to spend money, but also when you're there, you're able to get things. You're able to get souvenirs, and that's exactly he has that idea. And with this, the same thing. I miss Vince as well with this because, I mean, the product has diminished even in other entertainment areas.
Oh, and that's where it's like they're making so much money.
Yeah.
They can't hire better writers. Like, to me, they are just phoning it in. They do not care.
Yeah.
They have the names that they need to, sell out an event. And that's where it's like, because what was it 10 years ago was WWE Network was $9.99.
That's right.
Now to be a fan, a cheap route is about $570 for the year to watch the product.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to watch everything, you're looking at almost $1,200.
Yep.
Saying if you're doing it legally.
Right.
Well, yes. But again, that's where, I want to say with the whole Triple H comment I made earlier is when you have Stephanie McMahon, but also on that podcast specifically, she said, the Levesque McMahon, it was the full name, and that's when she's like, oh, our sponsorship is VPN, watch wrestling on the VPN, which again, for people that aren't, I'm not going to get too technical, but the VPN would allow them to go anywhere to watch it.
Because I think it's like the Netflix for Canada allows you to get everything for way cheaper.
So, I mean, it's one of those things where I would feel that if Triple H was really involved, that would not have been said. That's why I'm kind of thinking, like, is there some of that kind of internal sabotage kind of going on?
There's a more Nick Khan, where I mean, whatever since he was brought in, was like, we gotta make more money, make more money, make more money, and that's just what his goal's always been, and how to maximize the dollar amount.
And the other thing is, I mean, with Vince, speaking of Vince McMahon, his trial is where technically, like, I mean, has they settled?
They haven't settled yet.
Okay, like they're going towards that route though. Like he pretty much.
That's pretty much what I was leaning towards. That's why Brock is back now, because it's like he's been cleared.
Okay. Well, because I just wanted to bring that up. Is like, is that also why we're trying to do a money grab? Because like WWE is going to have to pay for something.
Right.
So, like, do we just put a big bankroll out there and just be like, hey, what's the number? Okay, it's $2 billion. Okay, hey, we just got a, $300 million deal from Saudi. Here we go. Let's write her a check. We're done. We can close that chapter. And then is it going to then kind of come back to the earth per se?
Right.
Or is it the jump the shark?
Yeah.
Right. Is that the straw that's going to break?
For all the young millennials, because that's a Good Days reference.
Happy Days.
Happy days. Happy days.
My bad. We don't say happy
Fonz.
anymore.
Right.
The Fonz jumping the shark.
Yeah.
Was the whole downhill of that show. And we said a year ago when TKO was taking over and they're going to Netflix, and
Now here's
those sponsorships.
Here the leak, and I'm using air quotes on the leak, came out. And of course, this gives the fans more of like a year and a half to get used to the fact that it's going to be over there, right?
Yeah.
So how do you boil a frog? You slowly raise the temperature. So we hit them with the heat, and then they're like, this sucks, you stupid. And then
There was all the used sold out chants that were going on online, and he was
Online
booed last night
yeah.
at the
Online
UFC event.
and in the actual event, it was out loud. They could not mute it at all.
No. And that, I mean, and two, now this makes WrestleMania 42 look like whatever.
Yeah.
It's like they're not going to care about that either. And it's like, we got to get these legends ready. Undertaker will more likely make an appearance because you could throw whatever dollar amount. He'll probably go, okay.
But 2 years, that's a long time for The Rock.
Oh, I mean, with how he looks right now, he could get back there if he wins his Academy Award.
Yeah.
But so what's also interesting now with streaming is Warner Brothers Discovery may be selling out to Paramount. And this may, in fact, impact AEW Wrestling with their whole streaming services now on Max, with the TNT and TBS networks possibly being up for grabs with this deal with Paramount. Paramount made that deal with TKO for UFC, was a month ago, where they'll want to keep TKO happy. And if AEW is part of that package, they probably just won't air it. But then I've heard reports too where AEW could just be a Max exclusive thing and not necessarily with the TNT and TBS product. It just could do the whole name change of a show like WWE's done with Raw and SmackDown. Like you get Raw, you get SmackDown, like create a new show. But right now, if they do go to Paramount, it's not looking good. This looks like the whole AOL Time Warner deal back in early 2000s for WCW. Where those execs did not like that wrestling product at all and didn't understand it and pretty much sold it for $1 million to Vince.
Well, and that's kind of where, I think with TKO is I don't think they never understood, because when they did UFC, it was, okay, people want this fight versus this fight. They want, McGregor versus whoever, John Jones versus whoever. They could throw that in there. There's never any story built up. And that's where I think they don't understand the wrestling product, is because it's not just, hey, we got Pepsi Boy and we got this person. No, it's not playing with your action figures here. It's story that people care about that, again, builds up that event for months.
But that's what TKO is doing now, is they're just taking the action figures like, okay, we're throwing them together. Like this whole right now, WrestlePalooza happening at the same time as AEW's All Out next Saturday.
Yeah.
We're now All Out is now broadcasting at 2. They moved their time up.
Okay.
So they're not going actually head to head, but the same day.
Well, there's still time for WWE to do the same thing.
No, they have a pre-show or something.
Yeah, well, they got to make sure it's in Saudi at the right time.
And this is all. And this is also the first show that is going, our premium live event that's going to be on ESPN.
Yeah.
So I don't have that package, so I probably won't watch.
I gotta look. I gotta see if I do, because we've always had the tri package with like the Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN. And from what I've been reading, it should be included.
It should be. If it is, then I got it.
Yeah.
If it's not, then
so I'll look into that.
Because are we grandfathered in?
At least for
because my bill hasn't gone up.
6-month trial.
My bill hasn't gone up to $30 a month yet. So.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is where we've said in previous shows, AEW keeps dropping the ball. Like, this is your time to attack WWE. They are attacking you. They're changing their times of Raw again to 6 o'clock now to be before Monday Night Football. This is a time for them to go to Monday night. Go back to the 7 or 8 o'clock hour. The fans are used to doing. Do it now while people are still used to it. Don't wait till later.
True.
Move Collision over to Wednesday. Do Dynamite on Monday, because that's your better show. But what do we know?
Yeah, but that's true. And now, I mean, take what WWE has done, moving everything across seas. Well, even further than what AEW has, and that's your selling point.
And like right now, AEW, what they're doing is they have Bryan Danielson, Daniel Bryan, however you want to say his name, is now one of the lead commentators for Dynamite full time. The product still, it seems like Tony Khan has been like kind of doing like a redo. How he's been doing things. He's currently doing more the shows where they're at a specific place or city for a few weeks at a time now, called residency shows. So this way they're not traveling back and forth from town to town. It's like, okay, we're going to be in Chicago for a month. We're going
like
to
the traveling circus idea.
Right.
They're there for so many days and then a couple shows and you get out. I mean,
and here, they're doing like 2 shows a week for about 3 or 4 weeks.
And WWE used to do that. They'd have the house shows, right? So if you're in Chicago, you'd have the big night, and then the rest of the week they do some house shows and work on stuff.
But that's what I was almost going to say, is like what Tom was saying about them going back to Monday night, is like they're kind of now the WWF in the WCW Monday Night War, where WWE is WCW. I mean, they're so big, they're giving out all this money and all these contracts,
signing back to veterans.
That I hate to say this, no one really wants to see anymore. That's where AEW needs to kind of look and be like, hey, wait, this worked before. The little guy was able to overthrow. I mean, but again, I don't think but Tony Khan is backed by money. Right. So it's like, does he care?
Well, that's where it's like, what's nice with AEW is, for most part, unless Shad Khan, the dad, says I'm going to sell, they have more money than WWE.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they could actually compete with WWE. While TNA right now, they're like, oh, well, WWE's got the money.
Wipe me out like that?
You're white out.
Just that camera angle.
Well, just glaring off of that one. That's
where to go. There we go.
Yeah, it's better. A little darkness, my old friend.
Yeah, hello.
That's like WWE lighting. This is AEW lighting.
Yeah. See, it looks a little bit better. Don't see all the fans, but we got a good chunk of.
But now it's like TNA. They don't want to work with MLW, Major League Wrestling, because they are affiliated with AEW.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I could see hopefully New Japan, AEW, MLW, and NWA kind of hopefully working together.
Yeah. That's a big hope, though.
It is, because then the WWE will catch wind, like, oh, hey, you're going to work with them. We'll offer you this money, and then we'll buy your library, and you'll be funded. But then guess what? We're going to put our superstars, like they did with AAA, to always be put over. Like, we're the better talent than you guys ever were.
Yep.
So, all right. So, with this whole WrestlePalooza, what didn't get its name till like a month ago, and now they're hoping it's going to be an annual event.
Stupid.
It's. I thought WrestleFest sounded better.
Yeah.
Just because of the old arcade game, but. All right, so here's the matches for what WWE decided to put together. It's
current matches.
John Cena will go against Brock Lesnar in the main event. Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre. That was pretty much announced last Friday night. Io versus Stephanie Vakir for the women's championship. They got postponed from Clash of the Castle.
Mhm.
Pepsi Boy and his wife against Seth Rollins and his wife Becky Lynch. And then the Usos return to face Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker.
I mean, the card doesn't have any. What's it called?
Draw.
I mean, I do.
It's Cena versus Lesnar is the draw.
Yeah. To me, the Pepsi Boy and his wife, the I'm gonna say the couples match.
Yeah.
If done correctly, I feel like could be okay. But I feel like it's gonna be one of those once the tag is made to the partner, the other partner is gonna have to come in. So you're not gonna have that tag team, where you got the one person getting beat up all the time, and then, which I feel, I understand
Intergender rules.
Yeah, the intergender rules coming into play, but my only issue with that is both females have gone after the male person. So it's like, I feel like, I mean, again, I'm not saying, beat the hell out of them, but like they should be able to do like at least like a minute or two with them and then get tagged out. Because I mean, if otherwise that match is dumb. Because again, once AJ wants to get in, she tags Pepsi Boy, then Seth's gonna have to stop. So you're gonna have that very poor. There's gonna be no dynamic. Yeah. But again, like you said, what do we know?
That's where now it's like, even if I do have this package, the only match I'd be interested in is Cena versus Lesnar because I like Lesnar. And
so as they're setting these, I mean, is this what social media wants? You know how Triple H watches that on a minute-to-minute basis. Is this what everybody's calling for? Is the couples match?
I mean, I don't think the couples match. I think a lot of people were calling for AJ to get back in the ring right away. And I think this is the way of like, I don't want to say protecting her, but making, seeing how she actually does in the ring. Because if you notice, TKO has done this before. Like when Logan Paul came in, his first match was a tag team match. It wasn't a gender match, but it was just a tag team match where he was protected. So we'll see what she has, see if the ring rust is there.
If it's going to be like a Bella rust or...
Yeah.
That's bad.
Or is it just going to be a beatdown where it's going to be a handicap match? They're all going to be in at the same time. So,
and then for the whole All Out, their pre-show matches of 8-woman tornado tailgate brawl is what they're calling it. Harley Cameron, Mina Shakira, Queen Amanada, Will Nightingale versus Megan Bain, Penelope Ford, and the Triangle of Madness, which is Julia Hart and Sky Blue. Yeah.
I mean, like we said in a couple slides ago, the whole atmosphere, the whole environment of wrestling and combat sports is
Yeah.
Probably the match that's being most advertised because it's in Toronto is the return of Edge and Christian tag teaming versus FTR. Rumors are this could be their last night.
But again,
before retiring.
50-year-old guys.
Yeah.
That are your headliner,
And again, there were guys that were when AEW brought in, they thought Edge would be like Pepsi Boy, and people don't care.
No.
It's that whole era of wrestling, I don't think people care about.
No.
Then you got the Hurt Syndicate against Ricochet and Bishop Khan and Toa Leona in trios match. Mercedes Moné versus Riho in a singles match for the AEW TBS Championship. And you got John Moxley versus Darby Allin in a coffin match because you can't say casket match. MJF versus Mark Briscoe in a tables and thumbtacks match. Timeless Tony Storm versus Jamie Hayter versus Chris Statlander versus Becca. Heyman Adam Page versus Kyle Fletcher.
Heyman match? I mean,
for the AEW World Championship. And then Okada versus Takeshita versus Dorado versus or the Beast Mortos. That match is being determined this Wednesday at September to remember for the AEW Unified Championship. And then Eddie Kingston. I don't know.
Okay.
And then Eddie Kingston versus Big Bill was announced last night on Collision. The return of Eddie Kingston. Yeah. So again, for me, like AEW's pay-per-views as a whole has always been run better. sometimes better than what the card shows, more
Yeah.
entertaining, better wrestling. But it's like their build-ups for the pre-shows on Dynamite and Collision are just blah.
Yeah.
Blah.
All right.
And then also with WrestlePalooza, whoops, wrong clicker. You can go to now movie theaters. So like by us is the Fox Lake Theater, Classic Cinemas. Will have seats available that you can purchase tickets. You know how much those tickets are per person. So they're cheaper than the last time they tried to do it at Regal,
Okay.
but it's $20 a ticket to watch it in the theater.
Now, with this theater, I will say you do get the heated seat, you do get the recliner. I mean, so like you get the movie theater atmosphere, but Tom, you can't go there pantsless. That would kick
No.
you out.
Well, it's not on a Sunday, so usually Sundays are my pantsless Sunday.
But this isn't the first time that
Wait,
they've done this
isn't it?
recently.
Don't say
I wasn't saying nothing.
I don't wear pants.
that.
Those are shorts. And it didn't go well, I thought, before.
Well, they didn't do it at Classic Cinemas
No.
at a cheaper price. I think if they offer it at a regular movie price, maybe
Hey,
$10.
Tom, when's the last time you took your kids to a movie?
Jurassic World Rebirth, where I want to walk out within 5 minutes.
Okay, so Rebirth was what, like 3 movies ago now?
Was it beginning of July?
What, was it this year?
Yeah.
Because that's pretty close to accurate price. And then I think like when we went,
Oh, not at Classic Cinemas.
I think it was like 15 when I bought my tickets last time. A piece for a movie.
Oh, I go matinee, so it's like
Oh,
8
yeah,
to $10.
sorry. You know, all right. But no, I mean, they're not that far off. But again, it's what am I getting with that? I'm getting a product that's not great. Like if you want to do this, if they do this for WrestleMania, and I'm now paying $20 a night, it's still
With all the
crazy.
popcorn you can.
Yeah, like okay, if you do something like that, like
Yeah.
if you do the both
Nachos.
nights, we'll give you the free large popcorn, unlimited refills, whatever. But you put in snacks, you're well over
Right.
50, $60 a person.
Oh, and then that's where it's like, again, it's like,
It's still cheaper than going though.
well, it's cheaper than going, but really, do you really want to go to the movie theater with a bunch of other dumb slap nuts?
But this is again where TKO, UFC, where did you used to watch UFC fights at? If you weren't watching them at,
I watch them on old VHS tapes that my dad recorded.
All right. Us normal people. Like, again, what I'm getting at is that was
you had to go to a buddy's house.
you had to go to a buddy's house. You went to Buffalo Wild Wings. You had to get there at 5.
Hooters.
Whatever. But it was just that was the thing. And yes, you were watching with a bunch of random people.
Yeah, but there you're not paying to watch it. You're getting food.
Spirits.
You had to figure out how they worked it though, because you had to kind of like, okay, I get the nachos first. So
As
I
long
do
as
the
you're
big coffee.
eating, or drinking, from my understanding, Hooters was you can still be there. If you weren't
Yeah.
eating or drinking, or you weren't buying stuff, then you had to leave.
Yeah,
Which makes sense.
you had to figure out that time though. Like, okay, if I order everything in like 20-minute increments, I'm good.
Yeah. So I mean, that's where I've always said before, I like the movie theater idea,
Mhm.
but then it's the pricing for it. It's like, again, if I go with someone else, it's cheaper for me than just get it off ESPN for the month.
Yeah.
Where it's just me to go, okay, I'm spending $20, but then $10 more I can have ESPN and watch other stuff
For that month,
for that month.
not just the one day.
So I mean, that's where I say, like, yeah, bring it down to like matinee prices or whatever.
Was it WrestleMania 2 or 3 that they did the unicast?
That was 2,
2. Okay, and movie
and that
theaters?
was awful.
It was.
And then never again.
So
Alrighty. And then also this week we had Triple H was on the Pat McAfee show with Tyrese Halliburton. And on that show, what did he
I
mention?
didn't catch it. How'd it go?
Was it Wednesday?
it was.
Wednesday, I think it was. I mean, like he talked about the whole WWE Unreal. I mean, it's like where people are complaining about like them pulling the curtain back too much. Is like, well, you guys are going to go talk on your podcast anyway about what's going on behind the business. What's the difference if we do it than you guys do it?
Yeah.
I mean, for me, it's like where as a fan, the older generation, you miss the kayfabe.
Yeah.
Where Undertaker, Jericho will stay in that character outside the ring. And make you believe the tensions are real, but
Yeah.
now it's like, okay, the tension's not real anymore. I don't feel it. What's going to happen?
Yeah.
That's where it's more annoying for me.
Jay and Braun are lifting weights together.
Right.
Yeah, but again, and that's what I was just about to say. Like, it wasn't the this episodic series wasn't that final nail in the coffin. This was just a nail gun to a coffin that's already been nailed down too many times.
Mm-hmm.
Like kayfabe has been dead.
Right. Well, and who was responsible for that? That guy, but back with the curtain call.
Yeah.
And now who's running the show? That guy. His buddy's running NXT. His other buddy's a lead writer for SmackDown. And then now X-Pac is running the ID.
Yeah.
The Click has taken over like they wanted to. And like, here we go. Bret Hart said, killed pro wrestling.
35 minutes, 16 seconds.
Bret was right.
And in this particular instance, I'm afraid to say it's
Yeah, he was.
Bret was right.
But yeah, I mean, but then you have also though, like part of the Click, you have Kevin Nash that's kind of gone against him. So I mean, like it is kind of a weird dynamic there. And on Kevin Nash's podcast, and other podcasts that he's been on, he's talked negative about the product.
Right.
You know, so it's like you have people of older generations and you have people that are still around that are talking negative, and you also have a lot of young stars that are talking negative that are coming out on the independent scene saying how bad it is and how hard it really is. But again, Triple H pays with all that money, and he sits there like with the Osprey thing is, you know, oh, if you don't want to be here because they have an easier schedule, I'm glad we didn't get you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like in a sense, try to bury the guy.
Right.
So
yeah, I mean Triple H and TKO, they're happy because the bottom line has increased. Right?
But Shapiro's still upset because it's not at UFC numbers.
Correct.
And they want to get it that way. And what they don't see is how that is a negative business on your loyal fans that have been putting money, time, effort, and energy into your product. I think after WrestleMania 43 is when we will see the downhill.
Mm-hmm.
Because WrestleMania 43 will give some of the older fans, okay, we're going to see Rock versus Roman. That's a match we should have got, 2-3 years ago.
3 years.
Oh, but, NWO versus
right.
DX.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little late, but we'll still tune in to watch it because that's what we wanted to see. Then after that, it's like, what's next? You guys are not developing any talent.
No. And they just got a bag from Saudi that they don't have to develop talent for at least 2 years.
Correct.
Like,
Correct.
That's exactly when I saw that announcement. I was like, wow, okay. So that means nothing's going to get built up for 2 years.
I mean, this is where I think, maybe now Jericho does come back to WWE because they're going to be able to offer him way more money than they ever could before. He go get his Hall of Fame induction and rights to some of his stuff. What is interesting is Fozzy is playing in Europe during the time of the Royal Rumble.
Surprise appearance.
So, I mean, he's in that part of the world. It's not as big of a jump.
No.
To where.
A little crazy there.
And I don't think they have announced his cruise yet.
I don't even see that slide. So he's jumping shows now.
I'm jumping.
We're not even jumping slides.
So, I mean, then in the Pat McAfee show, he announced that McAfee's coming back to WrestlePalooza. And then gave away that Cody was coming back to go against Drew before.
I love his response to that, though. Well, the dirt sheets are going to leak this anyway, so I might as well leak it. Like, all right. I'm almost at the point where it's like, as long as he's there, like, I think I'm done. I don't even want to watch it anymore. And the other thing with Triple H right now, just what you're noticing is it's all about the clicks on social media, YouTube's with whatever video they pull up. It's like when AJ Lee came back. Here we go. Go to that slide. We can talk your freaking WWE bullshit. So when AJ Lee came back, it was all about the number of views they got on YouTube or on Facebook or whatever. It's all about the clicks. They could care less about what the rest of the show did. Yeah.
That was trash or crap. It was all about that.
Well, I love, like, there's a whole angle where she's walking back with Pepsi Boy and Stu, for people that don't know, Stu's the camera guy. It's like, no, go back to the ring. They want you back in there. And you could see him mouthing the words. And then she runs back in so they can get more photos. I mean, again, it's all clickbait.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you have Brock come back and, not giving a shit and just goes, I'll see you at WrestlePalooza, bitch. Right. I was like, all right, cool. There's the classic Brock throwing a title at Vince, back in Gorilla. I mean, it's that character doesn't care because he's made that money. You're not going to see that from any.
He's
other
established.
him.
You
needed me. You brought me back.
Right.
It's pretty much how I think he feels.
You need ratings,
Mhm.
but you know my cost per show. Like,
I mean, it's gotten so bad to where I used to watch SmackDown Saturday, like kind of make a point to watch it before I got the kids up
Mhm.
or whatever. Now it's I'll watch it when I have it on. I'll be
Right.
making something. I'm not fully paying attention.
It's on. I got nothing else.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's where it's like, what was nice for Friday was Brock was the first segment. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I don't have to watch the rest of the show now. This is what I wanted to watch.
Exactly.
Brock came out. Then you have R-Truth come out as Ron Cena, where it's like he's going back to what he originally was doing. Like his whole comeback meant nothing.
Again, he's a star.
I mean, yeah, it was a fun segment, but still, it's like, what was the whole purpose of bringing him back? Like,
Yeah.
you're going to do this whole Ron Killings
Angle.
and then all of a sudden, like, that just got washed away.
Well, and that's also, again, you brought it up in a couple shows ago, when we were last together here, was with Hogan. Is like how Cena could have used Hogan as the reason that he went from heel to face, but you didn't.
Mhm.
Now you had the whole angle of you brought R-Truth back. Now he's Ron Killings. He's different. He's going to be more aggressive. He's going back to an old. Well, now that you've had Cena flip back, you had Ron Killings flip back. But like the one thing that I don't like that's going on right now, and we talked about this in the hallway that one time, is the subject line of mental disorder
Yeah.
is a very slippery slope that you're walking. And you're walking it on multiple shows now. You're walking it on Raw with or SmackDown with R-Truth and Ron Killings, but you're also walking it with Bailey.
Mhm.
And it's like, I'm really shocked that, like you said, Ken, if he's worried about the social media clicks, that's a very touchy
Right.
subject right now.
And that's where it's like you stay away from that
Yeah.
content for wrestling. Again, it is an entertainment, like Triple H has said too this week. I don't know I don't think it was on McAfee. I think it was on something else, where it's like, this is a movie about wrestling.
Yeah.
It's not sports. It's not the real thing or whatever. But the whole, it's like, this is supposed to be our getaway.
Yeah.
And with the whole domestic violence stuff that they're doing, it's like bad triggers from my end, and like the mental health stuff. It's like, I don't want to think of that. This is my escape.
No, I mean, I hate to say this. I yearn for the ladder matches. I yearn for the man in a chicken costume right now. At this point, like, I just want to be entertained. And
The
that's
gobbling gooker.
yeah, but that's where like R-Truth was entertaining
Right. Yeah.
because he was hilarious. He was funny. He was off the wall. Now it's like with how serious this all is, and the aspects that you're talking about, it's like you said, it's triggering a lot of people, and it's just like, okay, guys, read the room here now. Like, it's not the right call. You have AJ come back, and she brings up that she had to go on a mental awareness journey. She had to talk to therapists. Like, it's great you're bringing that part up. That's like, hey, go talk to somebody. Because I know a lot of people in my personal life that should talk to people, but it's like, again, I don't want to see that.
Right.
Like, I deal with that, in my own day, but I don't want to deal with that when I'm watching TV. Especially when I don't want to have to explain this to the young people in my home. Like,
And then when they have to bring it into a storyline, it's
Yeah.
like, it's not like, oh, hey, like, I don't like that bad guy or he or whatever. It's actually going through stuff. It's like the whole Charlotte Flair stuff, like bringing up her divorce and all. It's like, and her brother's death. Like, that's just icky.
and then you have the Usos back together and, kind of doing one of their classic promos. But, like, they bring up Paul Heyman. I mean, and, they pretty much, go through all his names, and then they slip up and say Orca, and it's like, hey, like, okay, now Paul should have commented back, but Paul's dealing with personal issues right now. So I don't know. It's just, there's a lot of misses that nothing's really hitting in my mind for WWE.
For me right now, like, I don't care if I catch Raw now anymore.
Mhm.
Like, before it's like, oh, I have to watch it, whether it's 2 or 7 or 9 o'clock, whatever time they decide to air it. Now I'm like, I really don't care until this whole storyline angle is just done.
There's a couple TikTokers and influencers that I found that literally will put the show in like a 90-second clip or like a 3-minute clip, and it's detailed enough where it's like, okay, great. Like,
I know what happened.
I know what happened. I can talk on the show. I mean, like, I'll follow it up with like, Bleacher Report and other avenues, but it's like, I haven't needed to watch. I knew it was like, oh, okay, what's really happening? Like, oh, this is clickbait. What really happened? It's not that. It's all accurate.
And now, too, with all the money that WWE's getting from Saudi and sponsorships, I think it's just a matter of time. I mean, even how they're producing it as like, this is a show, this is entertainment. These are in the sense of the word actors.
Yeah.
Well, what is WWE? It is full of independent contractors.
Yep.
These guys are not actors. There is no union. How long? And now they're doing like, this is executive producer. This is your writer. This is whoever.
Yeah.
How long until the talent starts going like, hey, you're making all this money on us. Where's our cut? Is
You brought him back for Sunday or Saturday night main event.
And that's where I'm like, I think Jesse will get an ear of someone. And the one I think it's going to be is going to be Pepsi Boy, because you know, as soon as he gets crossed or his wife gets crossed somehow,
yeah,
or the spotlight's no longer on them,
yeah,
and he gets hurt, he's going to start getting angry and start talking to our talent and then try to develop this union. Like, hey, we need to get this money for.
Well, here's the thing though. Do you feel that the union, I mean, do you think a union should be there?
Oh, with them, absolutely.
Okay.
With pro wrestlers, absolutely. With all their health, with what they put in their bodies and on the line, and what happens to their bodies at the event, it's like
the creatine.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Protein, creatine.
Yeah.
Yes, the special
stuff you could buy at GMC.
That's right.
But it's like that, and how they put their body on the line, and the injuries that come from it, because they can't get insurance.
No,
it's all out of pocket. So that's where I'm like,
I mean, I think it's time. But
and it'll also hopefully prevent the monopoly that WWE is trying to do right now.
Yeah.
So, all right, you got anything for AAA?
I mean, the only
Worlds
thing,
Collide that happened Friday after SmackDown.
So again, there's a couple of things that really rubbed me the wrong way about this show. Is again, yes, Seller here in her Natalia armor, I call it, but then she comes out with the, what she's been fighting in GCW, where she's in like the MMA onesie, and she's coming out and she's beating the shit out of people in that gimmick. Okay, you sell her like this, you don't show her like that. You show her on SmackDown and Raw in the
Dungeon Dolls
gear, but then she doesn't come out that way. It's like, it's so confusing.
Or she gets pushed in a squash match.
Yeah. And, I thought the gimmicks are great with the luchadors just because the masks do tell so much of a story, and they are, again, entertaining.
Right.
Okay. Mystery Iguana, which for people that can't see is this gentleman right back here, is very entertaining, and also the clowns are great. The last thing that I thought was very interesting was the end. I mean, do you want to?
You talk about it.
So Dominic Mysterio becomes a 2-belt champ wearing the WWE Intercontinental title.
The big shocker of the night.
Yeah, the big shocker, right? But he is a AAA mega
champion.
I thought it was some way to say it. Anyway, but what I thought was interesting was who put the belt around him.
His Poppy.
Was his Poppy. Yep. And if it would have been smart,
and his outfit was his Poppy's attire from WrestleMania 21.
Which is an interesting show because, again, you watch the show, you kind of see there is a divide in the Judgment Day where Dominic is kind of going more with the
focus
onto the from Judgment Day to the Luchadors. But it is one of those things where, are we getting a kind of a heel turn from him?
People do love to hate him.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we got a hacker.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, anyways, you ready, Kent?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Tune it up. Take off that phone.
All right, the game. Interesting that you bring this up, and interesting that there's a slide coming up as well. But I've been following a lot of stuff on the social medias, and it's best of, worst of retired wrestlers' bodies. Right? So, you take a look at like a Shaquille O'Neal retired from NBA, a
bad example,
a Charles Barkley, and they've gained a lot of weight, right?
They
both were never in shape though.
Now
they inflate more,
right? But now I've been following, I've been watching a little bit of John Cena, and when he's just out walking around, my God,
I mean, he was looking like Hogan.
This brother, he's bad.
Yeah, he needs someone to help him walk.
Yes, bad. So I started looking at it. So in your opinion, best of, worst of, is who's the old wrestlers that stayed pretty healthy throughout, and who are the retired wrestlers that are having some issues?
I mean, the ones that stick out
is like everyone.
For everyone, but the ones that really draw is like Buff Bagwell, Scott Steiner. Those are the ones that like in prime were like, I mean, again, they were
Genetic
action
freaks.
figures. Yeah, they were genetic freaks. Now you see them. Steiner looks more natural. I would say he's probably the best too. I would actually say he's probably on the better side. He looks healthy. He looks okay. He's not as jacked as he was, but he could still put on a match and look okay. But I mean, Buff Bagwell's horrible. I mean,
That's why he lost his
You got
yeah.
foot or leg
Yeah.
amputated.
or his
Yeah.
leg amputated not too long ago.
It's hard to take a single leg. I'm sorry.
It's an IHOP match.
See, that's where it's kind of hard because it's like, well, you had like the wrestlers that some of them like got cancer or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like Bobby the Brain Heenan looked awful with the jaw cancer. Yeah. I mean, you have Brett with the stroke.
Lex Luger.
Lex Luger with
Well,
with
of
that
course.
stroke too.
Yeah.
I mean, Jim Ross had what was it? He had the stroke and
Cancer.
the whole like right side of his face.
Balls, yeah.
Balls.
Balls,
Balls palsy. Yeah.
So
I mean, that's where it's like
one guy I've always been impressed with, Arn Anderson.
he always looks the same.
he
Middle
always
aged,
looks the same, right?
45-year-old middle aged man.
Yeah, I'm like, I've always been impressed with him when he shows up. I'm like, man, he hasn't aged. He looks good. He's not hunched over. He's moving pretty well, right? I don't know what vitamins he took back in the day or if he took any, but
Hot dogs and beer.
That's a guy that I'm like, yeah, he's still there,
I know he had a left bicep issue.
Did he?
I mean, I guess kind of my question is, what was my stipulation to it would be is there's got to be also an age stop. Like, again, I can't say Ric Flair looks bad because, I mean, how old is Ric Flair?
89.
You know what I'm saying? So, like,
89 years old.
again, all the partying he did is finally catching up to him.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
like, yes, it's going to look bad at the end, but he's also older. I don't know the genetic of, like, his family dynamic there. So,
Yeah, I mean, I'll say, Triple H as well. I mean, don't take his shirt off, but I mean, he doesn't
Okay.
seem to be hobbling around,
there's a lawsuit about that right now, too.
right? But if you take a look at HBK, he walks with a little bit of a,
He's getting his knee replaced.
Yeah.
Both knees.
and then the Undertaker, he seems to be
Uh-huh.
doing okay, but
Still hobbling.
he's still hobbling.
I would say probably the best time would be, and now that I'm thinking about, like, that era would be Kane.
Yeah,
All right,
I think Kane looks the best. I think Kane can actually stand up on his own. He can
Yeah.
stand
Probably
up
still-
straight. He could probably pick you up and not,
Yeah.
choke slam you. But it's also, it's funny to me because it's a lot of the stars that I feel like were not the top tier. Like, they were that middle tier guys that are
Right.
better off, because they didn't have to put their body through
main event team.
everything
Right.
for years.
right.
Like
I mean-
John Cena, like Undertaker, like Shawn. Like, those are the ones that put their body on the line for years. But then you look at a person like Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy and the Dudleys. Like, they're about to do a final match here soon, but they both all look like crap.
Right.
They can look like they can do a podcast and they can perform, but like in the ring, slow, stiff.
Stiff. Yeah.
That's where it's like, I would say longevity wise, Bob Backlund.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Like, he's probably like looks the same as he was wrestling back in the 80s.
Yeah. Probably.
And he walks everywhere, does, 500 squats a day, I think.
Vicky
Still.
Guerrero.
Right.
That voice has not changed.
But other than that, it's like, I don't know, like a lot of them, it's like when they're done, they're body.
Yeah, and the reason I bring it up for the game is to point out that it's there, but that's where all the people are like, this is fake. Really, watch these guys. They can't walk.
Well, again,
Cena's walking like a 90-year-old man.
Right.
Tom's famous saying, to people like, oh, it's fake. Well, yeah, so are movies. Like,
Right.
This is done in a live take, one take.
I think with the Untold, like the system, the series of the show, like it tells you like, oh, they do talk about these matches. They do practice per se, but like the one thing that, like, the interview I saw with JD talking about the Survivor Series that he took the RKO from the top of the cage. They're like, oh, he was like, well, I originally wanted to do a moonsault, but then Charlotte was going to do a moonsault, so I had to do something different. And then they're like, well, what'd you come up with? And he's like, well, then I went to Randy and I asked. And Randy's like, how they practiced it was he jumped off the top of the cage and practiced to a body mat, which is a 6-inch, just mat, whatever. And Randy's like, eyeball. He's like, I'll catch you. JD's like, are you sure? You got me? And he's like, yeah, I got you. He's like, lights on? We're good. Like, it is a one take. Maybe they'll try something to see how stable it is, but that's it. It's, hey, here's what we're going to try to do. Here's the spot. If you can make it, great. We're going with it. And there's a lot of times in matches now that you see that they've missed
it, and they redo it mid match. Like, oh, we got to do this again because you slipped or whatever.
Well, there was just incident with Tiffany in her last match where she slipped off the moonsault, and like there was parts where like she came down wrong.
She hit her head.
Yeah.
And then hit her head again.
So
a couple more times.
So that's the game. That's what I just find it interesting. I wanted to see what your guys' take was on that. But I'm done with Arn Anderson. Still looks great.
Trish Stratus.
Still looks
that's classic.
Still looks great.
Tori Wilson.
Okay.
Stacy Keibler.
China. Oh wait. I'm sure she looks pretty bad right now.
No, she's probably not looking good. Yeah.
Alrighty, so Hogan news. Since we have like every show this year, it seems to be about Hogan since May or June. The settlement or not settlement came out. The state came out that Nick Hogan was sole beneficiary. $5 million, 200,000 in crypto, another like 700,000 something else, and then he decided because last Friday, Bubba the Love Sponge documentary video Killed a Radio Star came out. He was going to sue Bubba, prevent that video from coming out. Where Brooke Hogan attended the live event. If anything, what I didn't watch it, I didn't pay for it. It's 2.5 hours. It's supposedly put Hogan in a better light with the whole thing, but
I'll watch it tonight.
Nick Hogan's saying how his defamation.
And that's the interesting thing right now is because, as he said in multiple shows ago, like Nick was more not Hogan's kind of kid, from what Hogan said in many interviews.
Brooke was a Hogan, and even Bubba would say like Nick was whatever, I forget what his last name is.
But Brooke came on and was talking to Bubba the Love Sponge, and like they had a great interview. I mean, she got emotional at some points, as you would. Again,
well, she called up, like even forgetting that was the show number, not Bubba's number, and like they're just talking and didn't realize she was on air half the time.
Yeah. So I mean, like it's weird, but also the reports that come out, she wanted, not got nothing. She wanted nothing.
Right. She wanted to be removed from the will.
Okay.
Because Hogan refused to see her, his grandkids.
So my question is, going back to the side for Nick, what do you do? Like, what do you do with this? Like, I guarantee you, he's the what was the basketball player's name? West, last name West.
Delonte
West. He's Delonte West in 3 years. I call it right now.
No, less than that.
You think less?
I think less.
I think the crypto will keep him alive for a little bit, but I think he'll blow it.
He'll blow, like Bubba said, like this is probably the worst person to get anything from, especially everything in charge. Like, it is going to be gone. It is not going to be good.
Now, I'm shocked. Now, what does Hogan's widow have? Did she get anything? I didn't see the whole.
I don't.
Probably had a prenup.
I don't. Well, I don't know if they did have the prenup. The second wife had the prenup.
Yeah. Sky, I think, is the third wife, right?
Sky's a third wife. I don't think they ever had the prenup, but I think she gets the house that they had, the dog, some stuff. But Nick pretty much gets most of it.
So he gets the surf shop.
Yeah. Brooke just wanted some stuff to like as a memorial, but at this point, like I thought she was still in good contact with Nick, but now with everything going on, I don't know if that's the case. Hogan's still yet to be cremated.
It's their kayfabe.
It's still being autopsied. So he died July 24th. We're now 2 months later still.
Well, no, that's also because I think he was part of Scientology, right?
Her family was.
Her family. Okay.
He turned Christian.
Yeah. So I think it was.
And Clearwater is a big Scientologist community.
I thought it was Brooke, though. She wanted the private autopsy. She wanted. So I think she's prolonging this a little bit.
And then Sky agreed to let Brooke do it because Sky had the decision whether or not to do it. And she's like, to clear her name. If you want to go do this, go ahead.
Well, I mean, the reports that have already come out. I mean, there's already, I know, a malpractice lawsuit coming out.
Sky is doing the malpractice lawsuit again, which surprised me because they already talked about like before, like this was all from a damaged nerve from surgery. So, and two, like, I mean, with everything else going on, I'm a big conspiracy theorist. Where
You are?
I am, I am a huge conspiracy.
New segment coming soon.
Well, I mean, we had the assassination this week, with the alleged, but I'm like, a lot of people associated with Trump are now getting wiped out.
I'm gonna do the Homer Simpson.
I'm just saying.
I thought that was one thing when I first started, Kim. We couldn't talk politics.
We're not talking politics. I'm just saying it's
No, I mean, I
because
understand.
Hogan was one of those that endorsed Trump,
Yeah.
and a bunch of them.
Or
right
is
now.
this TKO getting rid of the booze? He got booed when he was last on wrestling.
But
He didn't get a boo when it was a 10
all
belt.
right,
boo.
before I get canceled. All right, so the Rock Smashing Machine is coming out October 2nd.
Mhm.
We got a 15-minute ovation at was Vienna Film Festival, I believe it was, for his performance in there. Where now they're saying he may get an Academy Award nomination. He is playing UFC fighter Mark Kerr with co-star Emily Blunt in there as well.
Yeah.
Hopefully he gets this Oscar so he can come back to wrestling. If he doesn't get it and he gets closer.
Well,
we
I mean,
burn
he
holes.
also said that he was done. He's retiring. He's going to be. Again, but that was all before the Saudi bag came. So.
But yeah, so like this is what happened now is that's how he looked on the bottom left at the event.
Yeah.
I mean, when did we last see him on WWE TV? February, March? It was March for Elimination Chamber.
No, we saw him at. When did he announce the New Orleans? He came. He
Oh,
did
it
the
was.
announcement. That was after, wasn't it? Yeah.
Was it after Elimination
I
Chamber?
watched, anyway, it was this year, and he was like that, a little bit bigger. So that is a big swing.
He says it's for the part called the Lizard King.
Yeah.
I forgot what the name of the movie was.
But see, this is where again, like it bothers me.
Batista did the same thing with his transfer.
But Batista's, I feel like he looks a little bit more natural to me. Like the decline looks more natural because he's been out and he's done a lot of roles where this isn't like a steep change from this to this.
Right.
This is a couple roles in. Now, I do want to add a game really quick, Ken, if you got time for this. Who is the better actor from WWE? Who is the better actor? So I'll give you three. I'll go with Hogan. We're going to go with The Rock, and we're going to go with Batista. Who's the better actor? I'm not.
You're putting Hogan on the top three list?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying those two that we've talked about a lot, that we've mentioned have movie careers. Like I can say Edge. I can say,
You can't say Edge. You can't say Triple H. They were worse than Hogan.
Well, I mean, they have Disney movies made. Edge is in one of the or Cena. Fine. There's 5.
Piper, Ventura.
All right, whoever you want to say, I don't really care. But just it got brought up to me as who is the better actor.
All right. So who has the most enjoyable movie so far?
Mhm.
I would say The Rock. Who has had better movies in terms of story, script, acting overall? Batista.
Mhm.
Who's been the funniest? Cena.
Yeah. No, that's
so. I mean, it all depends on where it's going. I think Rock is doing these roles because he wants to be the first wrestler to have an Academy Award, and Batista gets that before him.
Well, the reason why I bring it up is it's just so interesting because they all got, for their first 4 movies, got typecast.
Right.
We want the big buff bad guy, and even the Rock's brought that up. It's like, oh, I didn't want to be typecast. That's why I did this.
It's a Schwarzenegger era.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, but I mean, I feel like Batista actually took on the role of an actor after wrestling the best. Right. Actually doing changes and doing what it actually calls for. I mean, like he did Guardians of the Galaxy. I think they did a total of 4 movies with him. 5.
No, with all the other Avengers stuff.
Yeah. But then he said, he's like, hey, I'm done with that role.
No.
Like again, money will talk. They'll come back if they need him. But like, he's like, I'm done with that. I want to do this. And he moved on to other roles that were not bad. It wasn't like, oh, I did one really, really good movie and then I did shit.
Yeah. I mean, with The Rock, of course, he's got a team to help him lose that weight. He's probably not eating his 6.
He said he's not eating his chicken anymore.
He's not working out 6 times a day.
Correct. So,
but that's still a drastic,
But yeah, and again, you see him starting to get that wrestle hunch over.
And there, I mean, to me, is there something else going on with Hollywood and celebrities with all their weight losses? Like, look at Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
Well, he also's got, even if they go back to the bloodline, I mean, there's a lot of
leukemia
and cancers that run in that bloodline. Like, is this a scare? Like,
is the other role that he's saying, is that just a
I mean, it's something to look, pay attention
distraction? So, I mean, that's where I'm worried right now. Like,
I mean, but here's the other thing. If I met these guys in a back alley, I would be scared for my life. If I met these guys in the back alley, he would scare me more. Like, I feel like
I think
The Rock doesn't have that, like, he kind of looks like the guy down in his luck, like, I'm gonna rob you for some drug money.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, kids, vitamin money.
That's right.
Batista looks like, hey, I'm gonna sell those vitamins to somebody.
Right.
all right. Time to wrap this up. So Friday, I think it was Friday, Jerry Lawler suffered his third stroke.
Yeah.
Well wishes to the king. I mean, that guy, like, I don't know how many near-death experiences he's had as well.
Yeah.
What goes on the tombstone? It's gotta be puppies. Like, I mean, for the Attitude Era, like that was the phrase that's
Yeah. And then this week, Andrade got released from WWE for not returning messages. Was supposed to be part of, I think, with Ray Phoenix as a tag team for Clash in Paris. Has not liked his direction since re-signing and returning at the Royal Rumble 2024. Came back, got divorced from Charlotte. I'm sure that's got stuff to do with it too. For me, like, he's got the look, he's got the wrestling ability. He needs a manager. Does he? Teasing it, probably going back to TNA, or not TNA, AEW.
Yeah.
He left on good terms there.
Yeah.
MJF has tweeted stuff about, like, possibly working together.
He's a good performer. I liked him. I've always liked his style. But again, that makes as the big challenge is I feel like he does not fit the role of a main eventer.
No, he's like the mid-carder, IC, US kind of champion, but he needs a manager. It's what I think his crutch is. All right, and to end the show, that doesn't work for me, brother. It pretty much was wrestling as a whole.
Yeah, right now it's the industry.
You want to go first, Kent?
I'm just going to stick with how disappointed I was with the WrestleMania 43 announcement. Like I said, that's taken Super Bowl, that's taken the Daytona 500 and going over there. Can't do that.
No.
Can't do that.
Well, like, the really quick is, like, what also makes me laugh is I think the last WrestleMania, we looked up ticket prices and it was super crazy price wise. It's like, I mean, airfare, passports, all that stuff, but also for a fan to go over there, I don't think Green Shirt guys are going to be there.
No.
No.
Trailer Park Boys aren't going to be there.
Yeah. I mean, right now, not to stay on the same topic, but what doesn't work for me right now is just the whole, I'll say the card breakdown. Like, you have too many people at the top that I feel like you're clearly can't build anything with those guys. And I feel like it's just hurting the product.
Just rinse and repeat.
Yep.
And that's where, it's just the whole product as a whole lately. Like we've said before, like, I don't know if I'll watch the WrestlePalooza if I don't have that ESPN package on my app. Like,
yeah,
I'll probably just end up, if like we continue doing this stuff, where it's just watching the highlights and go off of there, because everything else, like how much wrestling content there is right now. You're not missing it, and they don't really care about their shows anymore. It's all whatever is clickbait.
Yep.
What can get us 5-minute view on YouTube and a brag of 12 million views or whatever watches?
Yeah, no, it's a. But again, is that also the attention span of the modern people? It's got to be within that 3-minute period.
Right.
So
it's all about whatever brings in more revenue. So, I mean, that way, they're doing it with Cena's too, with his final appearance. It was originally supposed to be in Boston, and now it got changed to Washington, D.C. because Washington, D.C. decided they'll give him more money than Boston was.
Yeah. And crimes down there. So
Well, you're about to have a UFC at the White House. So, I mean, like, come on, TKO's right there, man.
Right.
Yeah,
Awesome.
that's it.
That's gonna wrap it up
That
for
wraps it
this episode. But let me tell you something, brother. We'll catch you in a couple weeks. Same. Well, I don't know.
We'll figure out the time.
We'll be there, whether it's Saudi or our time.
We'll
Peace.
figure it out.
We'll see how our